downtown voter super site opens today, designed to make voting smoother for Chicagoans as primary season ramps up.
Plus, Chicago foodies, your post-Valentine's Day plans just great. Food Sprung's Sesh is putting the sides in the spotlight this Thursday, February the 12th.
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7 starts now.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Tanya Babichin for Val.
And I'm Terrell Brown. Let's get outside, talk weather this morning, see how we're doing. It's chilly out there, upper 20s this morning. But I don't know if anybody really even cares. With the weather that we've got coming, Tracy, and I don't know, people are just over it. And I saw somebody in shorts yesterday.
You know, no, I have two. I'm not ready for that. Although some are, I know. That's okay. 25 though at O'Hare. Kind of cold for shorts weather yet. 23 Waukegan, 18 degrees Valparaiso. Good thing it's not too windy out there. 26 right now in today. So we do have a fair amount of cloud cover in the area this morning. But I really believe we'll get to see some sun peeping out here this afternoon, mainly later in the afternoon. Now, most of our high temperatures today right up there around 40, but tomorrow many of our high temperatures will be up around 50. We'll talk more about it coming up. Diane.
Got an update for you for those of you that paid attention or were affected by that West Service major halt yesterday because of a train derailment, a freight train derailment in Chicago Ridge. Well, trains are back on the move. Let's go to our live crew on the scene there in Chicago Ridge as crews remain on the scene just to kind of inspect the tracks, but trains have been moving all morning long. Southwest Service, Metro Southwest Service line without delays, which is terrific. So everything is back up and running once again. We got to get to Chopper 7 because they are over this crash blocking two left lanes right now. It's on Sabo Lakeshore Drive, right at the Oak Street Beach curve. That vehicle to the left right there smacked that wall. So there's some front end damage to that vehicle. So they're waiting on a private tow to get it out of the way. In the meantime, we're starting to see at least a mile backup on the southbound side of DeSable Lakeshore Drive. Back to you.
Thank you, Diane. Overnight, a 70-year-old man and a 43-year-old woman were found shot to death. Police tell us the shooting happened in a home near 45th and Albany in the Brighton Park neighborhood. We're trying to figure out what may have led to that shooting.
Also this morning on the north side, a search for whoever shot and killed a man during a carjacking. The 40-year-old victim was sitting in his car with another man at Waveland and Halstead, and that's when police say two thieves walked up, robbed him in his car. Less than an hour later, police say they found another man shot and killed at East 37th and Lake Park Avenue. At that location was a car that matched the description of the one that was stolen from Lakeview.
My heart goes to the families. I feel extremely sad because I live down the street. And so I want to make sure that people understand that the neighborhood is alert and we are looking out for each other.
Police would not confirm if the two crimes are connected.
Now to a big change downtown as election officials roll out a new voter super site. The facility was built for more space and easier access for the midterm elections. Stephanie Wade is in the loop now with what voters need to know this morning. Stephanie.
Hey, good morning. Well, this will be the first time Chicagoans will get to use this brand new super site here at State and Adams to cast their ballot. It replaces the former location at Clark and Lake, which is now a Real ID super site. Anyone can vote here, regardless of their ward. Early voting expands on the 2nd in Chicago, ahead of the primary on March 17th. The Chicago Board of Elections chairwoman will share updates this morning on the upcoming election to kick off the start of early voting in the city. Slightly larger than the original location at Clark and Lake, this brand new facility holds 80 voting machines, a few more than its predecessor, and has more space for the public.
When it comes to our voting machines, though, there is not any major changes. We are really business as normal. We have the same touchscreen machines, we have the same ballot scanners. There is no new machines that are being tested. But what you're seeing today is testing our tried and true machines and going through all the different dozens of laws that we have to follow ahead of Election Day.
Now, 69 West Street also opens today as a second early voting site in the Loop. For suburban Cook County voters, early voting begins next Wednesday, February 18th or March 2nd, depending on where you live. We're live in the Stephanie Wade, ABC7 Eyewitness News. Back to you.
All right, Stephanie, thank you. Voters got to learn more about the leading Republican contenders for Illinois' U.S. Senate race. Christian Picos is here to break down the biggest takeaways from our ABC7 primary forum. Christian, good morning.
Yeah, hey there, Terrell. Good morning. Look, only 2 Republicans have represented Illinois as senators since 1985. So the candidates vying for this post know it's a tough battle in a largely blue state. Businessman Casey Lebeck, State Party Chair Don Tracy, and newcomer attorney Jeannie Evans all participated in the 2026 ABC7 Republican U.S. Senate primary forum on Wednesday night. The 3 leading candidates discussed various topics and their plans to address important issues to voters. Affordability was the topic candidates really leaned into.
We have to provide that we are working for the people and with the people. And that's the essence actually of my agenda.
If you have small supply, your prices go up. If you have big supply, your prices go down. We need to build more housing. Same thing with energy. We need to welcome all sources of energy.
Focus should be on real wages. We need to focus on raising real wages, not minimum wages.
ABC7 political analyst Laura Wash reflected on last night's forum.
There was a lot of conversation about the economy, about affordability, but I was surprised that there wasn't much discussion about crime, because that's been a big issue for Republicans in the past. It's a big issue for the president. I was surprised that there was very little discussion about that.
Now, Mark Kirk was the last Republican elected to the U.S. Senate in Illinois. That was 16 years ago. Terrell, back to you.
Christian Picos. Morning, Christian. Thank you. On top of the race to fill Senator Dick Durbin's seat, there are races to replace 9th District Congresswoman Jan Schakowsky and 7th District Congressman Danny Davis, who are both retiring, and in the 4th District to replace Jesus Chuy Garcia, who announced he will not run for re-election. 8th District Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy and 2nd District Congresswoman Robin Kelly are both in the race for Durbin's seat, so their seats in the House will also be open. If you missed the Republican Forum, you can watch it tomorrow night on ABC7 right after the news at 10. It'll also be available wherever you stream ABC7. And we have a complete voter guide on our website and news app to find early voting locations by county, what you need to register and vote, and more. A Democratic state lawmaker is working to strengthen the core protections of the Federal Voting Rights Act. State Senator Graciela Guzman is introducing new legislation to make sure elections across the state are fair and accessible. It would also expand language requirements and combat voter suppression. We'll hear more on this bill during a news conference this afternoon.
Children crossing the street were hit in the South Austin neighborhood. We have video from the Citizen app showing where it happened yesterday afternoon. Police say a silver Mitsubishi station hit a 10-year-old boy and 6-year-old girl in the 300 block of South Central Avenue. Both children were taken to the hospital. They're expected to be okay. The number of contenders is growing in the battle over the Chicago Bears. Leaders in Portage, Indiana shared more on their plans yesterday for a 300-acre lakefront location called Hallis Harbor. It was privately funded, and the Bears would have use of the rate of the stadium free. Illinois civic and political leaders are pushing state lawmakers to pass a massive stadium funding bill. But some say a deal hasn't been reached because some Chicago legislators still want the Bears in the city.
If we don't treat this as Illinois versus Indiana and we treat this as city versus suburb, we're dead in the water. We're not going to have a stadium in Illinois anymore.
We have the land, we have the water, we have the location, we have the financing and the local leadership ready to embark on a major development.
Indiana lawmakers are currently working on a stadium funding bill that could pass by the end of the month.
A chance to give the gift of life. Illinois State Representative Jed Davis is hosting a blood drive at his district office today. That's at 1925 Bridge Street in Yorkville. That drive is from noon to 4:30.
And this weekend is your chance to get a head start on planning your summer vacation. The annual Chicago RV and Camping Show returns for its 57th year. Travel trailers, motorhomes, and camper vans will be on display. The show opens today at noon at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center in Rosemont. It runs through Sunday.
Live and local news just getting started this morning. We are streaming out loud. When we come back this morning, we're showcasing a Post-Valentine's pop-up where the sides steal the spotlight.
Plus, in today's soap chat, Susan Lucci opens up about her memoir, La Lucci.
But first, your 12-hour ABC7 AccuWeather forecast and these temperatures coming up next.
Good morning. All right, some weather notes for you here. We have a lot of cloud cover with us here this morning. We'll probably work in some late afternoon sun, however. Tomorrow, we get that warm up underway and sunshine will be returning. As for the numbers today, so officially 40 degrees today. Many locations will be into the low, maybe even mid 40s along the lakefront. And this is what we're going to deal with through the weekend too. There will be some lakeside cooling as you look at the next 10 days. How about it? I mean, we are soaring once again. Bears repeating along the lakefront. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm going to jog on the lakefront path there, it is going to be cooler, probably by as much as 10 degrees. But even still, officially, we're working our way up, maybe even near 60 next week. Right now, we do have cloudy skies around the area. You see this precipitation here. Most likely that stays away from Chicago, kind of dives to the far west and south west of Chicago. Average high today, 35 degrees. Average low is 21. We're 25 degrees now at O'Hare. Wind chill is down around 19 degrees. So today is the cool day, the coolest of them all, as you can see in the 7-day. All right, Diane, what's going on traffic-wise?
Got a crash out in Libertyville, westbound Route 120, just west Club Road. Then we have a quick look at the expressways. Kennedy's pretty busy in both directions. The Eisenhower just on the inbound side is the Stevenson. The Ryan, pretty much filling in nicely all the way through. It's about a 35-minute trip, 95th Street to downtown. We do have a crash on the westbound side of 290. It's near St. Charles Road, and it's definitely creating a delay. In fact, not only are we seeing a delay westbound, but there's a little bit of an eastbound Gapers delay as well. That crash now on the shoulder. Then we still have 2 left lanes down here, southbound at DeSable Lakeshore Drive, right at the Oak Street Beach curve, and those delays getting even more significant, over a mile and a half now. It's about a 35-minute trip coming all the way down to the downtown area. Heads up, that is a very big delay for the southbound side of DeSable Lakeshore Drive. Only one vehicle involved slammed into the wall, and they're waiting for a private tow to get it out of the way because there's a lot of front end damage. Back to you.
All right, got it, Diane. Thank you. We're going to be watching for updates later this morning in Minneapolis. Border Zone Holman is holding a news conference after he announced hundreds of federal agents would be leaving Minnesota and turn to hand over immigrants currently in jail or prison. The agreement was made after 2 deadly shootings in Minneapolis involving federal agents. Several House Republicans joined Democrats to vote to end President Trump's tariffs on Canada. This would end the emergency declaration that the president issued. House Speaker Mike Johnson argued that Congress should not be getting in the way of the tariffs. The bill now heads to the Senate. If it passes, it's likely the president will veto that legislation. I want to get to the search for Nancy Guthrie this morning. It's been 12 days since she disappeared. Authorities say tips are coming in, thousands of them. Here's ABC's Lionel Moise.
FBI agents seen doing an extensive search in the foothills of the county with no sign of Nancy Guthrie, investigating through brush and along roads for anything the man seen on video at the 84-year-old's front door might have discarded.
Any debris that was out on the side of the road, anything that was dropped on the side of the road, it could be really, a piece of paper, something with a fingerprint on it.
The latest search coming after police questioned and released a man who says he's a delivery driver. He says he has nothing to do with Guthrie's kidnapping.
They better do their job and find the suspect that did it so they can clear my name. I'm done. Just look at what I'm putting my family through.
Sources say he was on investigators' radar before the doorbell video was released and that the FBI wanted to speak with him after looking at digital data, including cell phone usage and traffic data. Officials are still trying to determine the source of those 2 ransom notes, demanding $6 million in Bitcoin, with deadlines that have since passed and no proof of life.
It's difficult to locate and rescue the person who's been kidnapped. The complexity of these investigations have been made even more intense because kidnappers are increasingly using technology to plan these operations, to receive the ransoms in these operations, and to avoid detection by law enforcement.
Closely video and every detail from the person's weapon, clothing, backpack, and even mannerisms.
When you throw up a picture out to the public, you're going to get literally hundreds, if not thousands, of leads, of which most of them won't amount to anything. But there'll be a nugget here and there that might well catch this guy.
Since that doorbell video was released, more than 4,000 calls have flooded into the a total of 18,000 tips since Guthrie vanished. Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul is suing to block the Trump administration from cutting public health funding in Illinois and 3 other Democratic-led states. The proposed cuts total about $600 million. That includes a $5.2 million program at Lurie Children's Hospital. That program focuses on preventing HIV and AIDS among black women. The CDC says the program's no longer aligned with agency priorities. The Attorney General argues the cuts are politically driven and would harm families. Help this morning for people who need food assistance in Calumet Township in Indiana. The township is hosting a drive-through food giveaway starting at 8 o'clock this morning. It's at the township's multi-purpose center at 1900 West 41st Avenue in Gary. Coming up this morning, love, loss, and the strength to keep going. Susan Lucci opens up about grief, gratitude, and making sure no one feels alone after heartbreak. Plus, DoorDash has released its Valentine's heat maps, where Illinois and Indiana landed on that list.
Eyewitness News streaming at 7 continues after a break.
Welcome back, friends. We are getting into some warmer weather in the coming days. Long awaited. This is your live look outside on this Thursday morning. Not too bad out there today. We'll get more details from Tracy in a moment.
Data centers are a hot topic right now in Illinois and Northwest Indiana. Aurora's 180-day moratorium on any new developments is coming to an end. So the city is hosting an open house today. People can talk about concerns and get answers from 5:30 to 7 o'clock tonight at the Public Works building. There's also an open house tonight at Joliet Junior College. The companies want to build a 795-acre data center in Joliet. 195-acre data center in Joliet. And they want to hold an open house on that. The Power Act, the goal is to protect taxpayers and the environment.
By establishing that ensure data centers, not consumers, bear the increasing energy costs and critical protections for our environment and sustainable water use, we can work towards a future built for technology to support our daily lives.
The bill would put a number of guidelines in place for businesses wanting to build data centers in the state.
There's a new passport to Illinois helping to celebrate America's 250th anniversary. It tells the stories of people and places in the state, from the Ulysses S. Grant home in Galena to the Jane Addams.
From Chicago to Arizona, a trip for 3 kids is making Chicago proud. The Cubs surprised 3 patients from Advocate Children's Hospital with a trip to spring training. Clark even gave the kids luggage for the occasion. The kids and their families will spend 4 days hanging out with the Cubs and will get to watch them take on the White Sox next week. Sounds a buddy guy will hit the 90 this summer, and he's celebrating with, of course, a tour. He will headline in cities like Nashville, Atlanta, and of course here in Chicago. That show happens on 25th at the Chicago Theater. Tickets for the Buddy Guy 90 tour go on tomorrow. He picked up his 9th Grammy Award earlier this month.
Love Buddy Guy and love to see him still playing. Aren't we lucky?
Still got it.
All right, now we're going to join our Good Morning America viewers. I'm going to have a news update and you'll see it here as well.
When we come back, this Derrick Rose is trading fast breaks for building plans. More on his connection to a $7 billion redevelopment near the United Center.
Now, an update from ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning. At 7:23, I'm Tanya Babich. We now know the names of 2 people found shot to death on the city's southwest side. Police say that officers found the bodies of 70-year-old Harry Kirkpatrick and 43-year-old Ann Kirkpatrick overnight inside of a home near 45th and Albany in Brighton. We're working to find out more about what may be shooting. In the meantime, let's get a check of the ABC7 AccuWeather forecast. Here's meteorologist Tracy Butler.
Hi there, Tanya. Well, we have lots of cloud cover with us in the area this morning. So not the prettiest of mornings, but it's quiet. And currently it's 25 at O'Hare. A little bit of a chill in the air, not too windy, however. 25 Joliet, 18 in Valparaiso, 23 Waukee, 26 Woodstock, 28 degrees in LaSalle. Today's high temperatures, I think officially will probably stop at about 39. Lots of clouds this morning, a little more in the sun later in the afternoon. But tomorrow beyond, it looks like high temperatures are coming our way. Diane coming your way with traffic after this.
It's starting the day with hope, knowing you're in the right place, having access to advanced treatments and the most experienced cancer experts. When you're facing cancer, it's not just one thing that makes the difference. It's everything. The big, the small, the unexpected, that helps you keep moving forward. Advocate Healthcare. Cancer care that makes a difference.
Welcome back, everybody. We're beginning with a crash out in Libertyville off of the expressways, westbound Route 120, west of Hunt Club Road. We've also got a crash that just got cleared in the suburbs as well that was not far away from that one. But first, we got to take a look at the expressway. So we've got pretty significant travel times in both directions. Kennedy. And then inbound on the Eisenhower, we've got travel times of around 45 minutes to come inbound. Stevenson hovering around 35 minutes, but it's that Ryan that's right around 45 minutes to get from 95th Street to downtown, which is pretty significant. We do have a 290 near St. Charles, and then a crash ongoing southbound DuSable Lakeshore near the Oak Street Beach curve.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Another live look outside this morning, getting some sunshine out there, looking good. That, of course, will still chilly. That, of course, will change. Tracy is talking about some real Chicago. It's coming up here in just. Hey, in the meantime, with his jersey heading to the Raptors, Bulls legend Derrick Rose is taking his next shot off the court. Rose is getting involved in the $7 billion redevelopment plan near the United Center. That massive 1901 project would bring new homes, hotels, and green space to Chicago's near West Side. And Rose is even taking real estate classes through the project, learning the business of development as he works to make a lasting impact on his hometown.
Coming up this morning, streaming at 7, we're hearing from soap opera royalty. Susan Lucci has a message about grit, grace, and never shrinking to fit someone else's mold.
And DoorDash is mapping America's Valentine's hits, and it turns out Indiana is officially a top 10 classic romance state.
We're showcasing a Chicago pop-up that's all about and bold sides. Food Sprung's Ms. Maya is live in the studio with a smash. What it is, what's on the plate, 45.
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7 continues.
Good morning. Welcome back, everybody. Thursday, February 12th, 2 days shy of Valentine's Day. So if you have a gift to buy, maybe today's the day to do it.
And I think a gift for all of us are going to be these nicer temperatures that are heading our way.
Yeah, and it's free. Today, we start with cloud. And we do have temperatures back in the 20s area this morning. Fortunately, it's not too windy. Lots of clouds out there right now. Highs today near 40, but 50s get underway starting tomorrow. Diane.
All right, let's talk about the fact that we finally got those trains back on the move again. I am talking about Metro Southwest Service line. So after that major train delay, they cleared the tracks, repaired Southwest Service running once again in both directions. This all happened, obviously, in Chicago Ridge yesterday. It was the major story of the day, but things are back on the move once again.
Got it. Okay, Diane, thank you so much. I want to get to what we're talking about this morning. And DoorDash just new Valentine's heat maps showing what people ordered per person during Valentine's Day week 2025, from classic romance to do not disturb items.
The Midwestern headline, Illinois does not the top 10 on either list.
Oh.
We're pretty strong on both maps, so love is still landing on doorsteps.
Meanwhile, Indiana does make the top 10 for traditional Valentine's gifts. DoorDash ranks the Hoosier state number 7 per capita for flowers, chocolates, and teddy bears.
Interesting. If you had to pick one, a planned romance experience or a spontaneous one, what's better?
Ooh, that's a hard question.
No, it's not.
No? Oh,
no.
All right.
No, spontaneous all the way.
Oh, why?
Because I'm a planner. I've been asking my husband for the last like 10 years, just one day, come home and be like, I need you to pack your bag for like this type of weather, and then just take me somewhere. I don't care where. I do not care where. Just somewhere.
Nice.
Just somewhere.
Does it have to be Paul, or can I come ding-donging on your door? And
oh, wow. I would love that. That is good,
for
too.
a girls' road trip?
Yeah, sure.
For a Galentine's.
Yeah, happily. That's a good.
Right.
Maybe I should start barking up your tree.
Yeah.
I don't know,
anybody else?
Spontaneous or planned. You know, because I'm so type A, I feel like if I'm going to be anxious about it.
So, I mean, it could go either way because I'm just as type A as you are.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't know if I would be able to just throw things in a bag. It gives me anxiety thinking about what in a bag. Do I need my curling iron? Do I need my straight iron shorts?
The answer is always yes, Diane. You always need your curling iron.
That's a really big bag.
But what if I just want to go to sleep?
Yeah, and that could be a thing too.
That is romantic
That could be
too.
a thing.
No joke there.
Yeah, what if we want to
joke there?
Yeah, what if we want to do nothing?
Do nothing.
Right.
And
Sounds good to me.
yeah,
That's
especially
a vacation.
Valentine's weekend. It's so busy.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm an old fuddy.
No, that's not Tracy, no, absolutely not. That is not a bad idea. Ordering in, avoiding.
Yeah.
Come on, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, up next, we are going to the video vault. Back to 2016, a classic White House tradition and a dad joke from former President Obama.
No way I'm cutting this habit cold turkey. We should also make sure he has something to eat on Thanksgiving. Of turkeys because they're already stuffed.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Who are those little cutie pies?
Right? So a recent study, survey found that 14% of people say they love puns and 3% say they hate them.
And that means most folks are the it depends zone people. So you want to settle it here? Are puns clever wordplay, or comedy that should come with a warning label?
Oh, I think they're hilarious.
I love them.
too.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
I love plays on words.
And that I like to be spontaneous.
All right.
I like it.
Yeah.
Mr. Wordle over there in the corner.
We're streaming out loud this morning. We'll get a quick break here. We're back with more right after this.
Well, good morning. Okay, so we do have a good amount of cloud cover upon us. Live look out over DeKalb and then over the city. We do have cloud cover chunks of ice, continuing to get fewer and fewer of those on the lake as they're just melting. Here are those clouds. Now and then you get a little thin spot offering a little peak of sun. So it is a cold start in quite a few places at Northerly Island. Overall today, we are expecting temperatures most likely near 40 degrees. Some of you at Joliet, out toward DeKalb, Montgomery, you can expect to get into the low 40s. Along the lakefront, we'll probably table those numbers in the mid 30s. Then tomorrow, the sunshine does return, and we get high temperatures tomorrow right up around 50 degrees. And not just tomorrow, but for the foreseeable future in the 7-day. I do want you to be aware, however, Saturday and Sunday, probably tomorrow too, we will have a lake breeze, so we'll keep things a bit cooler areas along the lakefront. Diane.
Begin with a crash out in Roselle off of the expressways, Tracy, Lake Street, and Gary Avenue. We also have pretty significant travel time still on most of our expressways. I would say the busiest expressway is going to be the inbound Kennedy, which we all know is very busy this time of the morning, but also the Ryan coming in too. So I would put the Kennedy at about 55 minutes, the Ryan hovering around 40 minutes at this point from 95th Street to downtown. Still ongoing situation that's making a complete mess of things on southbound DuSable Lakeshore Drive. We've got this one crash at the Oak Street Beach curve. Hit the wall, significant front end damage to that vehicle, so they're still waiting on a private tow. 2 left lanes are down. Because of that, delays as Lauren, so prepare for that. Terrell, over to you.
All right, got it, Diane. Thank you. Chicago's food scene is known for big flavors and bold ideas, and one local curator is putting a playful post-Valentine twist on a pop-up experience all about indulgence. Miss Maya of Food Sprung is here to tell us about Smash Sesh.
Good morning.
Really nice to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming by and bringing some food. Diane, get on over here.
Hello.
So, Miss Maya, the Smash Sesh.
Yes.
What is it?
All right. So it is a cannabis-friendly, food-focused, kind of monthly. And it's a way of me showcasing all of the amazing food in the Chicagoland area. So I always say if a business is part of Smash Sesh, it's Food Sprung recommended.
Oh, I like.
So, a lot of these content creators make these lists. Best pizza, best. I'm like, if you want to know what is the best, come to my event.
And she does real, true opinion about every need to. All right.
I will never lie to you about
You never have. Never. Okay, so let's talk about what's in front of us and who you're partnering with and what this event is specifically about Valentine's Day.
So we're doing a playful nod to Valentine's Day.
Yes.
So this edition is called Side Piece Edition.
I love it.
Oh, I like
that. And this is also not just for couples, right?
Yes, exactly.
Friends, come solo. My events are great to come solo.
See, Rose, I told you.
Yeah.
It's very communal, right?
Yeah.
So you meet, I'm partnering with Frontier, and their new animal experience, as you can see. So the main of, in regards to the side piece edition, we have 2 kinds of ribs. I love ribs, so we're choosing. We're going to eat all of the ribs. So we have some delicious Wagyu ribs.
Oh my gosh.
And then we have lamb ribs.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness, right?
And they're gorgeous.
They look so
gorgeous.
good.
Ooh, and one of the sides, can I go grab it out of the oven?
Absolutely. Yes, you're not going far.
Ooh.
You got to have that nice
Bubbly. Oh, it's
coming
bubbly.
in hot, baby.
Look at that.
Oh,
Oh, Miss Maya, that's gorgeous.
Don't worry, it's still saved.
Of course, mac and cheese is one of the best kind of
Side piece.
right? I'm gonna fix this.
Yeah.
This is a little sad.
Okay.
We have a kale and apple slaw to kind of balance all of the richness.
Okay.
I have, and I always have some event exclusive dishes as well. So the macarons are event, and we also, I don't have it featured here, but we have a wedge salad that is amazing. It has their house smoked bacon.
Ooh.
And I'm not even a wedge salad girl. And I have it's
cannabis lifestyle and incorporating cannabis in a responsible way into your lifestyle if you don't want to smoke or do anything else. There are other things you can do to feel euphoric.
There's a lot of non-traditional alternatives, right? So every guest at Smash Sesh will receive a bath bomb. So these are CBD and THC bath bombs. So a different, this won't active, but you'll still get like the benefits
of it,
right? And then these would be psychoactive, right? So these are edibles, right? Little gummies, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So what, I mean, so I mean, do you just pop them in your mouth? Do you pop them in a drink? Do you?
These you would pop in your mouth.
You just,
Exactly.
oh, these are just literally like gummies.
Gummies.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And then you bought some Chooms. I want to mention Choom because I'm a big fan of this company.
This is one of my favorite seltzers.
Yeah.
I love the flavor. And I also love that they have different levels. So you can do 3 milligrams, 5 milligrams, 10 milligrams.
Oh my gosh,
You know,
you're
so you
right.
can kind of pace yourself. And I also call these kind of optional goodies, right?
Oh,
so
sure.
the night events are infused dinners to commit. There you go.
Oh,
You have
so
to kind
funny.
of commit to a certain dosage. Come to my event, the food is not infused. So you can choose to have seltzers, you can choose to have edibles.
You can choose to have them all.
You can have them all. Exactly.
Thank you so
I mean,
very
you get
much.
your biggest bang for your buck.
We're going to have much more information on her smash Sesh on Chicago.com. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Follow her, please. She's amazing. Very, very truthful, right? Am I wrong? You are
I appreciate that.
extremely real.
I will not steer you wrong.
Daytime drama, and she's dishing.
It's okay, that worked.
And we are with Soap Chat. This week on Soap Chat, a big moment with a true daytime icon.
Susan Lucci, the legend behind Erica Kane, came here to Chicago, and we got a front row seat.
Love your energy, feel your energy, and thank you so much for being here.
Susan Lucci, one of the greatest soap opera stars ever, asked me to moderate her most recent visit to Chicago at the Union League Club.
Yes, and let's do a little soap chat.
She sat down with guests to talk about her new memoir, La Lucci, and how years ago, when she had dreams of becoming an actor, she recognized a Hollywood actress.
Growing up in a town where I was, and anybody on teams was also not looking like me. In fact, I was told I probably would never work in TV because I was too ethnic looking. We've come a long way.
Susan spoke about her resilience after her longtime love, her husband, Helmut Huber, passed away, her rise to stardom, and keeping gratitude in her heart always. She also talked about staying humble. Young children taught her many moons ago while sitting down at lunch.
Andreas asked me, "Who were they, Mom? Who were they, Mommy?" And I said, "Well, they were ladies who see me on TV. They wanted to come and say they like what they see in my work, and that was really nice of them." And Andreas looked around the dining room at the Lord and Taylor, which was full, and he said, "So, out of all these people, only 4 people came up to you?"
I shared with her and the audience started watching my children, and it was all because of my grandmother Nora. She had come to live with our family after rheumatoid arthritis crippled her. She never complained or asked for, except for one thing, no matter what, had to watch her story, All My Children, every day at 1 p.m. And so my love of ABC Daytime began. And I even had a scene with Susan. Being here with you, and I think for many today, I think it just brings back such incredible memories for all of us. After the event, my colleague and Soap Chat co Diane Pathew joined us for a fireside chat where we went more in depth with Susan about her time on All My Children, playing the formidable Erica Kane for 41 years on the ABC soap opera.
Susan Lucci defined what a leading woman could be, finally winning the Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in 1999 after being nominated 21 times, never letting that discourage her from continuing her pursuit of her dreams. I told her something deeply personal, how she, along with other actors that looked like her, gave other dark-haired, dark-eyed, olive-skinned little girls like me something and someone to look up to.
I would say the standard of beauty has changed. You know, that now people can see the beauty in women like you.
I also told her the story that she shared about losing the love of her life, Helmut, and how she continues to help me after I lost the love of my life.
You're giving me chills all the way through. Thank you for that. You just hope that people who've been through what we both have been through don't feel alone, and you can feel disconnected.
I'm so thankful. Believe me when I say, presence of the Susan Lucci, you'll never feel alone. Her love, light, strength, courage, and gratitude is all-encompassing. How about that? She was. If you have ever thought of her as being somebody kind, take that and amplify it 100. She was incredibly gracious.
Graceful, elegant. I mean, we have come up with so many adjectives, but so generous, and just really very kind about listening to stories, whether it was something we had told her and we observed her talking to the guests there at the Union League on Monday, just really interested in others.
Yeah. It was really just a pleasure to be in her presence, right?
It really was. I'm still like so emotional about it. It just was a beautiful time.
I would argue this was the best episode of Soap Chat yet.
Yes, it was.
Remember, you can always watch General Hospital, which we normally talk about on weekdays at 2 p.m. on ABC7. We talk all things soap opera. Really more coming your way in 90 seconds.
Eyewitness News streaming at 7 continues after a break.
All right, taking a look at this morning's top stories. A man and woman were found shot to death overnight. Police say officers found the bodies of 70-year-old Harry Kirkpatrick and 43-year-old Ann Kirkpatrick overnight. Happened inside of a home near 45th and Albany and Brighton Park. We're working right now to find out more on what may have led up to that shooting.
An update on Wednesday's CSX freight train derailment in south suburban Chicago Ridge. Metro trains are moving again through the area where the derailment happened along Southwest service line, but residual service delays are expected.
Today, early voting for the March 17th primary begins in Chicago. You can vote at the new super site at 137 South State Street or at the Board of Elections offices at 69 West Washington Street. Anyone can vote at the Loop Super Site regardless of their ward. Tracy.
All right, and weather-wise, clouds out there right now. Still kind of a chill in the air, but we will have peaks of sun from time to time here today. Highs around 40 today, up around 50 tomorrow. And by the way, Diane and I really want to say a big thank you to Casey and Joe and Cottery for all their help with our Susan Lucci story.
Couldn't have done it without them. Couldn't have done it without them.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You can get the latest forecast anytime with the free ABC7 Chicago News app. Scan the QR code on your screen for a link to download it.
All right, let's get you caught up on what's trending today.
After a 2-year-long battle with cancer, James Vanderbeek has passed away. Best known for playing the title role Dawson on TV's Dawson's Creek, and he was in the movie Blues. Vanderbeek revealed in 2024 diagnosed with colorectal cancer. That spoke with ABC's Robin Roberts about his diagnosis.
I would say about 10% of the time I was a sobbing, terrified mess.
Sure.
It's been an exercise in just being present to all of it.
James Vanderbeek was 48 years old. Sandra Bernhard is joining us to The White Lotus for season 4, which is set to take place in France. Production of the HBO show is expected to begin in April. 14 recordings are being inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame. Among them, Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation 1814, Tupac's All Eyes on Me, OK Computer. And we met him in Night 5's The Goonies. Academy Award-nominated actor Josh Brolin is turning 58 today. That's what's happening in Hollywood. I'm Alex Stone, ABC News.
All right. National Hug Day.
Okay, Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, get your hugs in today. It is that day. Connect with somebody, give them a hug on this Thursday.
It's always a good day for a hug.
Yes, I agree.
I am a hugger.
And I love people who really, the ones who hug you and you know they mean it. Those are some, Dion Miller.
Really?
Exhibit A.
Everybody go find Dion.
She's one of the best huggers in this building.
We need a hug line with Dion.
That's going to do it for this streaming hour. If you're just joining us, the news never stops. We have more headlines plus weather and traffic coming up for you live at 8 a.m.
So hang with us here on ABC7. And remember, you can always catch Eyewitness News on TV at 11 o'clock. Miss Maya, thanks for swinging by this morning. Smash Sesh. And those ribs were some kind of good, too. The lamb and the wagyu, by the way. Both of them.
Oh, you tried them good?
Both of them.
I got to get in there.
Off the chain.
I got to get in there.